So for this one, they want us to find the inverse, which is kind of funny. Where's my little... There it is. They want us to find the inverse. So remember, and I kind of made this mistake on the last video, the inverse has to be the same variable as the original function. Because this is... g of n, then my inverse has to be g inverse. On the last one, I put f inverse, and then at the end, I was like, oh, wait a minute, it should be g. Okay? So then, what do we do to find the inverse? Well, to find the inverse, the first step is, in this particular case, wherever there's g of n, we're going to replace it with y. What's the next step? We're going to solve for n. So multiply by 5, multiply by 5. I get 5y equals, these will cancel, 5 divided by 5 is 1. I get negative 25 minus 4n. Add 25 to both sides. And I get 5y plus 25 equals negative 4n. This is something a little different. Just because of the way it's set up on the test, I'm going to divide every one of these by negative 4. Okay? These will cancel. Well, really, I should say they reduce down to 1. And I'm going to toss the negative sign to the front. Negative 5/4, bless you. This negative and a positive yields an overall negative, so I'm just going to write it like this. Toss the negative to the front. So then the next step, bless you again, would be wherever there's an n, I'm going to put a y. Wherever there's a y, I'm going to put an n. So then after I do that, I'm going to plug in, oh wait, let me write that down, but I ran out of space, I think. Can I go down further? Do I got a little room? Maybe. I'll try to squeeze it in down here. So I've got negative 5 over 4n minus 25 over 4 equals y. So then the last step that we're going to do is that whenever where there's a y, I'm going to plug in g inverse of n. So way up here, I'm going to get negative 5 over 4 times n minus 25 over 4. Now what's funny, and I find this hilarious, on every single problem they've separated those, but I'm looking at the solution and I notice that they didn't separate this. So remember, you could toss the negative to the top if you had to, so this could actually be this. In other words, like, so remember this. 2/5 plus 1/5 is the same as 2 plus 1 over 5, right? Which would be 3/5. So what does that mean? Well, that means that this could be written as negative 5n minus 25 all over 4. It's funny to me. Anyways, let's graph this bad boy. So I've got negative 25 divided by 5. Oops, I got to put the minus 4. Now, unfortunately, in decimals, I got to put x instead of n. It's not unfortunate, it's just the way it is. And this has a negative here. I don't want the negative here. The negative has to go on the top. It'll make the graph different. See how it works like that? So then I need 5 divided by 4. Then I got to put the negative sign in here. Negative 5 n. Oh, not n. It has to be x, right? X minus 25. Okay. And then also notice in your multiple choice answers, they go from positive 6 to negative 6. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And I got it to where it counts by 2's. And I'm going to move my face over here. So I'm going to go from, oh wait, can't take the picture of that yet. Oh man. Shoot. We'll just do it this way. So 1 beyond negative 5, because they're counting by ones, we'll just do it this way. I was hoping to get the 6 in there, but I can't. So then, my little blue line is f of x. Oh, not f of x, it's g of n, sorry. And you could think of this as like the y-axis and think of this as the n-axis. That's not how it is on the multiple choice, but if you're, for those of you playing along at home, this is like y and this is like n. And then this extends forever in both directions, and that's g inverse of n. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could think about the diagonal. Remember, this thing is going to cross this diagonal. That's where they cross right here. And they're symmetrical about that. That's it.